Welcome back to the Ask the Joy Doctor show. I am your host, Dr. Michelle Richards. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about motivation. Finding your purpose in life can help you to make decisions about what it is that you are going to be motivated about, what you will do and what you won't do. Your values, your interests contribute to this. Now, interestingly, trauma and tragedy may also be motivating in defining your purpose and mission. For example, back in 1981, John Walsh became an anti-crime activist when his son, Adam, who was 6 years old, was murdered by a serial killer. John Walsh went on to create the show America's Most Wanted. Similarly, Candy Lightner organized Mothers Against Drunk Driving when her 13-year-old daughter died. Carmi was killed by a drunk driver in a hit and run accident. You may also be motivated by trying something new and failing, repeatedly trying until you succeed. Motivation comes from the desire to succeed. Our culture often views failure as a negative occurrence. However, failure may be quite motivating. One particularly powerful source of motivation is anger. This anger may fuel the desire to prove someone or a group of people wrong. But while you may accomplish a lot with anger fueled motivation, this form of motivation may burn out eventually, leaving you floundering for meaning, purpose, and motivation. This is especially an empty motivation once you realize that your nemesis has not given you one single thought. The next question is, what reduces motivation? One of the first tests of motivation occurs when you are in elementary school. After you've learned to read the clock, your motivation is tested when you have to wake yourself using your alarm. Motivation is demonstrated at that age when you set your alarm to get up on your own so that you can attend school. If your parents continue to wake you up to go to school when you are capable of doing so on your own, you have no reason to be motivated to do so yourself. This is especially problematic if your parents babied you by not assessing your capabilities accurately and giving you tasks and chores at your skills level. If you did not live up to your capabilities, did your parents swoop in and pick up the slack? For example, did your parents pick up your toys, clean your bedroom, wash your dishes, or take your garbage out when you were supposed to do so? Parents may inadvertently demotivate children by doing for children what children can do for themselves. In that way, your parents may reinforce helplessness in you. This undesirable lesson may linger far into adulthood. From these encounters with your parents and other caregivers, you may learn a couple more concepts that influence your motivation. You may learn internal and external loci of control. Let me explain. If you are said to have internal locus of control when you believe you have full control over your fate, you believe that your destiny is in your hand. The outcomes that you get are based on your own actions. If you got a promotion, you believe that you got it for no other reason but your actions. If you fail to get a promotion, conversely, you believe that you did not earn it. While if you believe you have an external locus of control, you believe that outside things affect your fate. It's either by luck or by the grace of God. You may blame others or bad luck if you don't ascend to the corner office. Some call this magical thinking. You may also use one of the loci of control in one situation and another in another situation. Now, if you rely too much on one or the other of these loci of focus, you may become demotivated. You see, if you believe 100% that your actions are in your control and you relentlessly work hard and you don't succeed, you may become despondent. You may fail to take into consideration poor luck, discrimination, or the wrong timing. Experimental research with mice demonstrated that a mouse tapped a lever and was administered a treat each time it did so. Then the lab mouse would repeatedly tap the lever without getting a treat. If the mouse never got another treat by tapping the lever, the mouse would tap for a long time and then it would give up. Likewise, you may give up if you believe your efforts are in vain. On the other hand, if you solely believe that your fate is determined by something outside of yourself, perhaps you may not try as hard. This is when people also lose faith. For example, they pray to God, they don't get what they want magically, as if God were a vending machine. So rather than waiting or working at it, they become despondent. Keep in mind that faith without works is dead. All right, anxiety may play a role as well. In summary, we learn to be motivated at a young age, and our motivation can be damaged as a result of the way we've been socialized or by our caregivers. Demotivation can occur when others do tasks for you that you are capable of doing. Depending on how you handle internal and external motivation, demotivation may occur. Demotivation can also come from repeated failure when you believe only your actions and efforts lead to success. Or if you believe that you have little control over our success, then you may also experience demotivation. Finally, your fears and anxiety may cause you to lose motivation. And here's the final question. What can you do to increase your motivation? Let's start with the basics. Be kind to yourself. Reframe any negative self talk with positive affirmations. Process if the task at hand is actually a task you truly want to do. Many times, we are chasing someone else's goals for us, or we're doing things we think we should do. Yeah, so assess if your task is too big for you to accomplish it all on your own. And if that is the case, then enlist the help of others or delegate. Attend to your self care. Lifestyle issues like lack of sleep, poor nutrition, insufficient exercise, and other lifestyle issues may be an unexplored reason for a lack of motivation. Assess if you're overly stressed or burned out. Then evaluate the causes of your lack of motivation. Devise a plan to address these causes. Set small goals. Use deadlines, reminders, and alarms to keep you steadily marching towards your goal. Hmm. Reward yourself for each goal that you accomplish with non food and non substance rewards. Seek an accountability partner, such as a friend or family member. Set boundaries with those who undermine your motivation. Manage your fears and anxieties. And if your lack of motivation persists and it is affecting your functioning, seek professional help to rule out a mental health or physical health issue. Thing out of today's show that will help you discover your joy for life. Come on back for the next episode of Ask the Joy Doctor. And please subscribe and make a comment in the comment section if you'd like to ask a question.